It's another Sunday and another episode of News on the Spectrum. That's right. My name is Martin K, and I already know I'm your favorite comedian. If I'm not your favorite comedian, you're lying to yourself. Or you are actually very objective about it. Anyway, today I'm a bit hangover. Not exactly a super hangover, just my head is pretty heavy. Yesterday I had a meeting with my sister friends. That's right. That's the state of social affairs I'm at right now. That's right. I'm meeting with my sister friends because I don't have any of myself. just, just kidding. Anyway, had a couple of drinks. It was nice. Talk about stuff. Okay. So today episode gonna be about Costa Rica. That's right, Costa Rica, a beautiful country in the middle of Americas. That's right. What do I know about Costa Rica? What do I know about Costa Rica? Well, okay, so I think Costa Rica means the rich land. Yeah, the name means land of the rich or something like this, or rich coast, maybe something like this. Your capital is San Jose. You have a lot of beautiful nature. I think you're the one of the countries that have this natural resources, that your all energy coming from natural resources, this kind of stuff. So it's good for you, you know. The air is probably cleaner because in Poland we use coal, and therefore we all gonna die of lung cancer at the age of 20. Um, but you guys not gonna die from lung cancer. You're probably gonna die from someone robbing you. Not just kidding. I don't know how's the safety levels in Costa Rica. I would like to know. Okay, what else do I know about Costa Rica? Like I said, it's a country in the middle of America. I think your neighbors are Salvador and Nicaragua. That's right. You are at the country between two oceans, Atlantic one and Pacific ones. So you can, you know, if you don't like the Pacific, you can go to Atlantic. If you don't like the Atlantic, you can go to Pacific. That's a nice choice to have. What else? Or maybe Panama, maybe bordering with Panama. The main exports of Nicaragua, I have no idea. Fruits, transportation. I don't know. You can tell me in the comments because I have no idea. What else? What else? What else? I think you are the country with the most amount of volcanoes in the world. Yeah, you have like 100 volcanoes or something, which is kind of hilarious considering you're not a big of a country yet. Somehow you have all the volcanoes. Maybe you like them. And the main invention of Costa Rica is um I don't know, no idea. Lava? You invented lava or some shit? I don't know. No idea. Okay, let's go with the news, people. Let's go with the news. The news are interesting. I found them. In general, like I mentioned a couple of times before, when you ask ChatGPT for funny news, the ChatGPT always informs you about the murders. But this time, actually, ChatGPT gave me some funny news. So let's read them. That's right. Okay, so the first news are coming from AP News. That's right, AP News. That's a respectable website. They have news about everything, all right? So they are respectable. Okay, so Costa Rican prosecutors say fake nuns ran a false charity clinics, abused novices, and gave poor care. Yeah, they are nuns. Even if when they're trying, they still fuck up. I don't know how you guys experience with nuns. I never met a nice nun in my life. They all crazy and they all try to beat you. Yeah, with the ruler. San Jose, Costa Rica. Prosecutors in Costa Rica said Tuesday they have arrested a man and four women who posed as nuns. So the dude's also dressed as a nun. I think that was a Hollywood movie. To accept donation for false charity clinics, but used some of money for trips and other purchases. Yes, that's what church usually does. All right, you give them money like, oh, it's gonna help the poor, and then you see your local priest in a BMW or other fancy car. But don't worry, thanks to this BMW, he can be faster in the places of need. Yeah, like your local brothel with whores in it. I'm not a fan of church, right? if you if you didn't notice by that, I'm not a fan of any religion, to be honest. But let's go. Randall Zuniga, the head of Central American Country Investigative Agency, said the five claimed to represent a missionary order of nuns and that they recruited and abused novices. The novices weren't paid, never were able to take their vows ad nun, and were sometimes forced to dress up as a medical personnel to fool authorities who gave the charity government money. Don't you have any papers? You know, you can give some papers to give the money. Okay, so basically what happened is they were on internship. That does sound like an internship, you know. You're not getting paid, you cannot graduate, but you can fool authorities at least, you know. Prosecutors said the women took about 12 million in funds from government agency. God damn, 12 million. That's fucking one rich nun. Jesus Christ, 12 million. What they did with the money? Probably help themselves. Well, you know, self-care is very important. You know, sometimes you have to help yourself before you can help others. I'm pretty sure that was the motto they were using. Over at least 5 years, money that was meant to support their healthcare and shelter operation, but some people in their care were found not to have received proper treatment or attention and had to be hospitalized. That's right. Again, time and time again, the church is scamming people. Even when they don't want to scam, they still scam you. The scheme was uncovered when some of the novices went to the police. The five suspects faced charges of embezzlement, misuse of funds, labor exploitation, and torture. God damn. Fucking nuns torturing people. Like, yeah, when I was in school, nuns used to hit you. Like, they were literally like, or hitting you, or like before hitting you. That was the usually mood. I don't know what is it with nuns and hitting people, and torturing in that case. But apparently that's their thing. I don't know. Maybe if you are a nun, you're also into BDSM or some shit. There was no phone number listed for the organization. In a long dormant Facebook page, the group said it was a non-profit NGO founded in 1991 to serve people with special physical or intellectual needs. Yeah, if you have intellectual need, you do not go to nuns. And it apparently ran two care homes in provincial Costa Rica for children and the elderly, which were known as open hands homes. Yes, open hands because you got slapped with the open hand. So yeah, people, time and time again, please do not give money to the church. They will abuse it. Okay, and the second part of the news. Oh, it's coming from VN Express. VN Express International. Vietnamese newspaper. The most read Vietnamese newspaper. Alright, so we have Vietnamese newspaper talking about Costa Rica, alright, so which means it was very important, I guess. Okay, so cat got caught smuggling marijuana cocaine into prison. Oh, cats, that's right. This is the division in the animal world, all right? The dogs, they work with the police. The cats, they working against the police. This is why they hate each other, you know, because dogs try to arrest the cats. That's um, that's the knowledge I got from National Geographic programs. That's right. Yeah, you're watching movies, you're watching like documentaries about like animals. You think it's like, oh, they probably do those things because they are animals. No, they're doing these things because they are paid by the government or the crime walls in that case. Hmm. Okay, so there's even like a photo of cat with the drugs. Yeah, they basically stick the drugs into the cats. The cat doesn't look very happy. Well, he would be probably happy if they give him some drugs, you know. Cats on cocaine. That would be a great title for the music band. Cats on cocaine. We playing punk rock. Okay. So guards in Costa Rica have intercepted an unusual drug delivery, catching a cat as it jumped over the periphery fence at night with marijuana and crack taped to its body. How the fuck do you convince a cat to do anything? That's the first question. Because if you ever had a cat, or even if your friends had a cat, or your family, you've noticed that you cannot teach them anything. The cats do whatever they want to. So if this cat was smuggling drugs, it means it really wants to smuggle drugs, all right? It's a fucking amazing cat. Which is, maybe he can talk. The black and white felina, which is a cat, carrying over 230 grams of marijuana and 67 grams of crack cocaine in two packages, was captured this month at the prison in the canton of Pocochi, Pocochi, whatever. The Justice Ministry said at the statement today. It shared a video of guard climbing the perimeter fence to catch the cat pelgrim. I love the stereotype is the firefighters they trying to take the cat out of the tree when this time police is trying to do that. So it is kind of hilarious, but yeah, you have to catch the cats. Okay, so later the felon was seen on a prison table while guards cut the packages from its tiny body. Oh man, leave the cat alone. Thanks to the quick actions of the guards, yeah, because they had to specify the quick actions of the guards, not the cat. The felon was caught and the packages were removed, thus preventing them from reaching the inmates, said the industry. The cat, the cat was taken into to an animal welfare society, which basically means they arrested the cat. Oh shit! Another success for the Costa Rican police. They arrested a cat. Oh shit! Okay, that's all the news. Actually, yeah. Again, I want to congratulate of someone to teach the cat how to do anything. Because that's an amazing feat. Too bad that they use all this training to teach the cat how to smuggle drugs, but still very impressive. Still very impressive.
And now is the time for news from Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia still doesn't exist.
All right, lovely people. We spoke about nuns scamming people. We spoke about drug dealing cats. And now it's time for the second part of the news from Costa Rica. That's right, Costa Rica, amigo. That's the only Spanish word I know. Okay, so there was a drug dealing cat, but now we have actual drug dealing. Um, okay, the news are coming from AP News again, which is Associated Press, if I remember correctly. Um, Costa Rica police seize five capybaras, crack cocaine, and marijuana from fleeing vehicle. What is it with animals and drug dealing? Maybe that's the thing you do when you're like living in mid America. Just you're an animal, you eat some fruits, you eat some grass, and you smuggle some drugs. San Jose, Costa Rica. Costa Rican police seized five capybaras, crack cocaine, and marijuana after chasing down a fleeing vehicle on a highway along the Central American country Pacific coast on Thursday. The large rodents are semi-aquatic, whatever it means. Oh yeah, it means that they live on the water, in the water, and in the land. In the land, so basically, they can do both. They can do both. That's right. So it's a relative to Guinea pig. That's right, Guinea pig. Those are like the upper class of the pigs, I guess. Yeah, they mostly live in the house and people like them. I do like regular pigs too. Pigs are cool and happen to be having a moment on social platforms, but they are not native to Costa Rica. And the Public Security Ministry said Thursday that possessing, transporting, or trafficking them is illegal. Ooh la la. They're gonna arrest them like they arrest the cat. Costa Rica has a hard policies on animals, I see. The agency said it never recorded another seizure of the animals. It had never recorded another seizure. Two men in the vehicle who both had criminal records were arrested. The police action was important and shows that the concurrence where the drug world coincides with the introduction of non-native species. That's right, people. You are destroying the communities and destroying the wildlife. No, you're bringing cocaine and you're bringing capybaras, all right? Or you're at the party and you need both, like, what would be better at this party? What? Capybaras? Some dude is like, can you call the capybara dealer? Some dude in Volkswagen Golf. Just don't tell me you got it from me. Just tell him, just tell him they were just strolling around. Okay, the capybaras were turned over to National System of Conservation Areas to be evaluated by veterinarians. As a non-native species, they cannot be released in Costa Rica, so they will be taken to a refugee for environmental and conservation education programs. The capybara sitting in prison next to the cat, both for the same crime. That's right, people. If you deal drugs, doesn't matter what kind of species you are, you're still going to jail. Okay, and the last part of the news, they coming from the Irish Sun, which is a very ironic name, the Irish Sun, because there is no sun in Ireland. I like the Irish. They look like me. Okay, so World Cup qualifier plunged into chaos as 9 police officers stormed dressing room to detain player. Costa Rica's World Cup qualifier against Nicaragua was thrown into chaos after police officers reportedly stormed one of the dressing rooms to arrest the player. Okay, maybe he was a shit player, didn't play a good defense, or maybe he was a goalkeeper. The home side secured a 4-1 win over the local rivals to boost their World Cup hopes on Monday evening. Okay, some photos. Handsome dudes. All right, let's go. Oh, one of the dude looks like he's 65. Anyway, but before the game kicked off, preparation were left in turmoil after officers arrived at the La Sabana National Stadium. According to Spanish outlet CR Hoy, which is hilarious because if you change one letter, you will get a dick in Polish. 9 officers entered the Nicaragua dressing room with an arrest warrant for a player after a child support lawsuit was filed. Oh, someone didn't pay for their kids. That's right. If you want to fuck, at least pay. The player in question. They're like sitting in the fucking dressing room, like, oh, big game tonight. Oh, yeah, big game. I hope nothing stressful will happen. I'm police. The player in question, who has been not named, was not arrested by officers. He is said to have paid the sum requested of him after the game had finished. Did he have his wallet with him in the pants? The guy is playing. The game starts playing and the guy is getting red card. He's like, I didn't do anything. What I got a red card for? For not paying child support, motherfucker. Public Force Director Marlon Cubilo told the outlet, we were asked by a child support plaintiff who presented us with court order to detain a member of Nicaraguan delegation. That's right. That's right. If you don't pay child supports, you don't know the time. They will get you. You know, you can deal drugs and you can be fine. You can murder people, you can be fine. You can scam on taxes, you can be fine. But child support, they will get you. The delegation was informed that the amount for which the order was issued was paid and the report was sent to the pension judge. Nicaragua team officials were left sitting about the police intervention moments before such an important game. In a statement, they questioned why officers hadn't taken the action earlier, say they would be submitting an official complaint. We've been in Costa Rica for more than 48 hours, so why do we have to report to the locker room? We'll lodge the complaint to FIFA, and FIFA will not do anything because they are corrupt. The game was local derby between two neighboring countries. So I was right. Nicaragua is a neighbor of Costa Rica. hmm So the second incident after affecting Nicaragua in this international break after a power cut briefly halted their clash against the Haiti. No luck, no luck. You don't pay the child support, you don't pay the electric bill, and then you're losing a game. Be more like Costa Rica. The latest episode was hardly ideal preparation for both teams, but Costa Rica eventually secured a comfortable win that leaves them 2 points off Honduras in the top of Group C in their CONCACAF standings. Yes. Okay. So they won 1-0, 12 minutes before Junior Ortega leveled the scores for Nicaragua. Junior Ortega, it sounds like a kid who need to get his child support paid. So yeah, they added the gloves to the scoreline and they won the game. Congratulations to them. All right, people, that was the news from Costa Rica. I hope you really like it. Sorry for my voice; it's kind of cracked down. But again, I was drinking alcohol yesterday, and is an unforgiving friend. You have a good time, and the next day you're suffering. Anyway, that was the news. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. And if you have some news from your country, there is an email from in the description. That's right, you can use it. All right, people. My name is Martin K. Take care.